Hey guys, how's it going? Today's gonna be a little bit different a video. No one really asked for this video because it's my thoughts. No one really asks for those, but today I kind of wanted to just take a few minutes to rant, maybe discuss some things about Destiny that have been kind of frustrating or disappointing to me, I guess, lately. So I have a loose outline and, hopefully I can edit this into something coherent. Oh, and by the way, I did recently start my own Discord server. So if you want to come over, hang out, chat, talk Destiny for a little bit, maybe talk about this video and your thoughts on it, I'd love that. So check the description for that link in the comments. It's kind of new for me. I started it because I reached 1,000 subscribers. Again, thank you guys so much for that. But yeah, let's get right into this. I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about, Bungie introduces seasonal mods, which are great. I mean, a lot of times they're really effective. They're really powerful. You have things like classy restoration that are really meta changing, but then you also have things like molten overload, which hasn't worked all season, and there's 30 days left in the season. Like, that's a pretty pointless mod if you ask me, and if you don't know that heading into a grandmaster or something, that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. Like that's going to get you killed and ruin a run. It's not going to be a good time. I don't really know how this helps the discussion. Bungie's definitely never going to see this video because I'm just a small nobody YouTuber, but I kind of wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it. It's something I've been noticing, that a lot of seasonal mods will be broken and then it takes forever to fix them, and by that time you don't have very long left with them. I mean, even sidearms this season, you couldn't really use anti-barrier sidearms for about 30 days, and that's a big part of the sandbox for Nightfalls. If you can't use one of the anti-champion options, that's gonna hurt. It limits your loadouts even more than it already does, which, that's a whole other argument. I don't really think that system is aging too well, where you only have a couple weapons that can deal with champions. I think it's kind of an artificial way to boost like sandbox usage, but that's for another time. Second thing that I'm kind of confused about is why we don't see missions like Whisper of the Worm or 0 Hour anymore. I really love those missions. I used to play them, believe it or not, just for the fun of it. I'd jump on and do that mission with my brother just for the fun of it, to see how fast we could go through it, or different loadouts to blow through, like the spider tank part, or how quickly we could beat the final boss in 0 Hour, or if I could go through the puzzle part without dying. I mean, it was just fun little stuff like that, and it felt like a well thought out, detailed mission. And we haven't really been getting any of those, and I miss those missions a lot. I wish they hadn't vaulted them. We have missions like Preservation, I think. I've done that one maybe twice. I did it for the Pinnacle. It's a really cool lore mission. There's a lot of amazing stuff in there. I played it before I played Vow of the Disciple, the actual raid, and so that was interesting to get that experience ahead of time. But in terms of replayability, I mean, it's just kind of a retooled part of the raid, and there's not a big reason to go back to it. It's not its own environment. It doesn't have interesting mechanics. It just kind of feels like something you're supposed to run through every week because it just feels really lackluster. I mean, the environment's cool, but that's kind of it. It's just that the longer Destiny goes on, the more I miss those missions like Whisper of the Worm and 0 Hour. And, it did have good loot, but it wasn't the only reason I was playing. There were just aspects of it that I wanted to master. It was fun to hang out with friends and challenge ourselves with it. I mean, heck, Whisper of the Worm inspired me to start this YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys realize this. I didn't have a lot of followers from the beginning, but my very first video was a solo guide to Whisper of the Worm a couple weeks before it got vaulted. So that mission inspired me to start this YouTube channel. And 18 months later, somehow I'm at 1,000 subscribers and having a great time making Destiny content still. So, I just love to see more missions like that. They're really fun to talk about, they're fun to play, and I just think Destiny needs a little bit more of that. They put a lot of effort, it seems like, into the seasonal grind, the public event activities, whatever. Some of those are cool, some of those get really repetitive, but for some reason, these missions just really help the game feel fresh, and I miss that. So yeah, I think I'll wrap things up there for today. I don't want to get bogged down here. I saw a post with someone who just posted a picture of Whisper of the Worm that said F, obviously F for respect. And it made me think about it, and it made me miss that mission. And the seasonal mod thing has been bugging me too. Like, you don't get to use a bunch of the useful ones for like half the season, it feels like. I'm not going to pretend that bug fixing or game developing is easy, but I wonder, maybe if there's a way that they could streamline their process that would just improve that, because as a player, it's a little bit frustrating for seasonal mods to come out that are only there for a short time and then not even get to use them. So anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you so much again for reaching 1,000 subscribers. That's still blowing my mind. You guys are awesome, and I really appreciate the support as always. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cool content and to support the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time.